Hey everyone, how's it going? First off, why am I doing this? Well, for some ungodly reason, I can't stop playing this game, even all these years later. I still play it a lot on my off time. I know I play Master Duel a lot on the channel now, but I really wanted to redo this LP because the main reason is because I did not like the mic quality. I kind of did a different mic setup kind of for every session, and I feel like that's why I don't like it very much. I'm not sure if I would want to maybe delete the old one or keep the old one. Maybe, I'm not really sure. I might keep the old one, but I'm hoping people don't get too confused. I'll try to point out this is like a 2025 remake of this playthrough where I play different stuff. I don't know if my deck interests have changed a little bit in this game specifically. So you will see different stuff than you did in the original version. So that's cool. But yeah, that's my main reason for wanting to do this. I really want to just remake this whole thing from the beginning again and just kind of like have the better mic quality. I could have just streamed it, but I kind of want to have something else like episode wise because we're about closing up on the Pokemon Leaf Green LP, and I might want to take a break from Pokemon again, even though I kind of want to do a Generation 2 playthrough. But yeah, we're gonna do this LP again. Should be a lot better, honestly, than the old one, in my opinion. I feel like I'm better at the game. I spent 3 years playing Master Duel, so I feel like I've improved somewhat at the game overall. And I think this commentary is going to honestly be way better than the old one anyways. So, yeah, we'll get started. Let's go back to the duel challenges. Yeah, we're back here. We're going back all the way from the very beginning again, starting with Alistair. And I'm going to play my favorite deck in this format, the Noblest of the Knights. If Noble Knights actually got like some real good support that didn't rely on his old, I probably would absolutely love that game. Or game. I would absolutely love playing Noble Knights. It would probably be my favorite deck in the entire game, if that happened. This hand is not great, unfortunately. Does she not count as a Noble Arm? Drawing Guinevere's not very good. Custodon's not bad. We could actually make this somewhat work a little bit, but 1-for-1's not bad either, actually. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually activate Heritage here. I'm going to add probably... I can play the Trap as well. It's not too bad. We're going to play Caliburn here. So Alistair shouldn't be too hard. We could run into an issue where his monsters might be a little too strong for us, but we have stuff for that. So it shouldn't be too bad. So we're actually going to normal summon our normal monster. It's a shame. Ever since I added Vanilla Arthur to the deck, he's actually been bricking my main hand. I only have one copy of him, by the way, so it's really weird that we're seeing him. So I can activate Custodon, be summoned when I have a Noble Knight with a equip on it. We can use this 1-for-1 a little later, funnily enough. So first I'm going to go into his old. Do we go into his old here? Or do we just go into... Yeah, I guess we still go into his old here. Bend board's not going to be too great, but I can maybe do something with it. I'm not really 100% sure yet what I want to do with it. So the first thing I want to probably add is a Brothers, maybe. Yeah, equip that as old. She can get some attack. Yep, now she's at 21. Probably going to add either Brothers or Madrot because those are our starter cards. So we're going to add Brothers. 2 to 3 brothers. Oh, that joke never stops being funny. Really, I can't even normal summon him again. That's weird. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Weird. Okay, I guess that's fine. Wait, I can normal summon. Oh, that's right, because of the way I searched him with his old. That's right. So we'll send 4 cards, which is these ones. Yes, and then I'm gonna search. Do I search Irving here? No, Irving can't be used Xyz material. Probably just... Who has the highest attack? I guess technically Gawain. But Gawain doesn't... We don't need Gawain to have good attack. So it might as well be Boars, because we're already having our equip set up, so I'm just going to go into Boars. If he survives, that would be nice. Also, we can activate Caliburn's effect again to get more life points. That's actually really helpful. And then I'm going to 1-for-1 send Guinevere. And play Lady of the Lake here. I think she can activate her effect here. Okay, it's only when she's normal summoned, but that's fine. We can still go into a Lancelot. I know this is mostly Nixie's deck, but we're going to make a synchro play with it, which is good. And then Lancelot can search a equip spell, probably Excalibur. Yeah, I think that's the best one between it and Clarent. And now we're pretty much set up to go. If we draw another Noble or Noble Knight, we're good. That's the problem, we have to draw another Noble Knight next turn. Hopefully we do. So his strategy is to use Buster Blader stuff and turn all my monsters into dragons to gain attack and some other goofy effects. But if we go into Arthur here, we can just get rid of all this stuff, which we will be able to. We drew the out. Just draw the out forehead. So we're gonna be able to summon brothers. So I did not play this deck a lot in the first series, so my kind of like love for certain decks has changed over the last couple years as well. So I've been kind of wanting to redo that because there's some decks in here I am gonna play a shitload of. This one probably being the most prominent because Noble Knights might be my favorite deck. At least in this game, it's my favorite deck in the game. But if it got some support, it would be phenomenal. Like some real good support that allowed it to play, that allowed it to go into different Xyz monsters, that would be really nice. These ones. I can get over everything he has, I think. I forget, does Lancelot's sword targets a set card my opponent controls? Yeah, let's get that one. I think Destiny might be better than Excalibur because I want to keep an Excalibur in my graveyard, and then we're gonna go for Galatine for damage. Can we target any Noble Knight, by the way? If we can, we could just do Isolde, I think. Let's get rid of Gawain, I think. And yep, that's good. Wait, were both of those Flash? No, one was Fusion, one was Flash, that's good. So yeah, I like Noble Knights in this game, they're quite fun. They do quite a bit for me here, because they can destroy a bunch of shit. Okay, so it's the monster that has to be the monster that's equipped. What else can I activate? Can I activate I can activate Excalibur. It won't go for... Will it? It might, actually. This might be a better idea. Because we might be able to go for the kill here. I think so, actually. Let's do that. Let's Excalibur you into Sacred King Arthur. By the way, I'm gonna call him Arthur, not Artagus, because he's supposed to be King Arthur, but it wasn't due to licensing. They have a King Arthur monster, but I think this deck may have been made after they made Cosmic King Arthur. Yep, activate his effect. So now he has materials as well. So same idea. So, oh, well, that's fine too. No. It's already all going back onto the monster, so fuck that shit. Alright, there we go. Now those go back. Nice, 32. I don't know if this is enough damage. It probably isn't. It's probably off by like probably 800. Yeah, off by like 600. I mean, 3 cards in hand. We could destroy anything he has. We got rid of his searchers. He may have normal summons. He's trying to draw Soul Charge, which we should be able to beat before Soul Charge even becomes a problem. This can kill that face down. Also drew Morgan, but I don't think we can even use her for anything, so let's just activate this. Get rid of the set card. Activate Sacred King to then just pop the monster here. It was another fusion and it was a Buster Whelp. Okay. Well, that wasn't going to help you. So I think how I'm going to do this series, I'm going to probably just do shorter recordings. I should probably set up my user slot. Here we go. I'm going to try to play different decks, but this first little part of it, probably like the first episode, I don't know if I'm going to do this episodically or if I'm going to do it session focused. I'm not really sure. Depends on my mood, I guess. So this first bit's going to be focused on the Noble Knights because I just love playing Noble Knights in this game. They're so much fun. I love Xyz decks. They're probably my favorite. out of everything, because my favorite deck in the game is technically still Phantom Knights, but Noble Knights in this game are so much fun. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful Xyz monsters with their nice black background. it's just the... Oh god, I'm trying to make a funny joke, and I'm fucking it up really bad. We also drew both of our traps. I guess that's fine, because it can search stuff. So we have Galatane, which is kind of funny, because Galatane's actually Gawain's sword. I don't know if you can tell. But we can go into like Isolde, and then Isolde can make... Man, we just haven't been drawing our Madrat. We only have 1 Gawain and 2 Custodin, by the way. We should be drawing Madrat. He's our starter card. I guess not. I'm kind of thinking, because if I go for the Isolde play right away, I can set up for follow-up, I guess. That might be what I'd think of doing. Cosmic King Arthur's actually not a bad choice either, because we can stop him from getting killed. I think Custom is not a lock. It is a lock. Okay, just so we're clear, it is a lock. So I think we will have to go for the Isolde play then. So let's go into Gawain, equip him with his sword. Yeah, also love warrior decks. You're probably gonna see quite a few warrior decks, just because warriors are my favorite monster type. Definitely go for Isolde here. I might have Isolde equip Galatane. She could be pretty good with it. She can get to 26, which is not bad, and that means they would have to use Disruption to kill her. No. Yes. Alright, yeah, and equip Galatane to her. I think it would be quite good on her for a good bit. And search Madrat for follow-up, and we'll probably be able to get what we need, actually, because of the trap. This isn't too bad. Activate. I'm still going to send 4 cards to the grave, which is going to be these ones. And I'm going to summon regular King Arthur, I think. Yeah, I'm going to summon regular King Arthur, or regular or vanilla Arthur, because we do want him in our graveyard for activating Lady of the Lake when we normal summon her. And we should be able to get an equip ready for Madrat next turn with these traps. Because this is excavate cards up to the number of noble arms I control. Well, that's not that great. But this has a good graveyard effect. And we can use this to hit up the MSTs. But I don't remember if Arcana runs MST. Because we want the graveyard effect because it allows us to special summon Noble Knight with a different name from the cards we control that are in our grave, which is good because we only run 1 copy of a lot of them. This is why you want to run a lot of 1 copies of different Noble Knights. So if Noble Arms are needed once again, or it's called Until, such a long name. So let's excavate. I think we can activate both effects on the same turn, right? Which means we could draw 2 cards. Alright, let's see. It was Boars. So we'll add Boars. It was Merlin. Not my favorite cards. I was hoping these would be Noble Arms. Unfortunately, none of these search Noble Arms, so that could be a little tricky. So you're gonna get your Prisma, who's too weak. So we might summon Merlin to summon... Well, we already summoned Gawain this turn, I think. So he's our strongest Noble Knight. We can resummon... We can actually resummon Gawain using Needed again. Also, this is a negate, which is helpful in case we get a trap hold here. I think we have to have a... well, control Noble Knight equipped with a Noble Arm, which is perfect. It's his ult's equipped with a Noble Arm. We could just Madrat. We don't even need to be fancy. Or Boars. I think Boars is better for this, actually. Yeah, let's go into Boars. We could save Madrat for in case we need him. And then you can summon out Custodin, I think, is probably the best choice. Or we can just go for damage here. You could also summon Gawain for the damage. That might be something I consider doing. Be hard to come into our normal summon, but we can extend. Maybe even get another result out. Which is going to be better? Custodin, go for the Xyz, and then be able to normal summon out Merlin. Or no. Wait. Has to be a Noble Knight, right? One monster. So it doesn't have to be a Noble Knight. You can't special summon. That's fine, because that means we can just summon Merlin and then have Merlin get out Dresden. I think that's the best play we can actually make here. So let's activate, let's activate our trap. Oh, we special summon from deck. That's actually a little better. Because then we can just summon Dresden right now. Yeah, because Brothers only activates when you normal summon him. We can also get out this guy. This guy's a little better. We can get out Lancelot, possibly. Dresden's actually good, sort of. So is Lancelot. Let's go for Lancelot. Put Lancelot on the field. And then he contributed a Noble Knight to add a Noble Arm. That's actually not too bad. Which means we can tribute Isolde if we want to add a Noble Arm for Boars here. Nah. I'm gonna go for, because we have our Noble Arms. Yes, we do. Okay, great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's just go into a King Arthur then. And then we're probably gonna make a King Arthur after this. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna equip him with, you can equip up to 3, but we're gonna go for these 3 and use Excalibur this turn. Go. Detach normal Arthur because we want him to be used for Lady of the Lake later. And then we can play Excalibur to go into Sacred King Arthur. This deck just has enough destruction, because that's the thing. Sure, this deck's terrible in Master Duel, but like in this game it's fine because a lot of decks don't really have a lot of gas in them once you disrupt their plays by just destroying all their cards. So it's usually all good. I think we have 2 pops next turn, which is good. And well, it doesn't matter, we're going to equip Caliburn anyways. No, we don't need to. No, we don't need to. If you had a bunch of different ones, you could, but like you only have 5 slots to work with. Yeah, we should be able to kill whatever is face down, because like what? Prism doesn't have any good stats. It has like 1400 defense or something. King of Swappment doesn't have anything above 12, so. And Dark Magician has to be summoned weirdly. Actually, he doesn't even summon Dark Magician normally. No, he uses Birthright, I think, as a trap for it, but it's actually not that great. So yep, we also have another tribute effect as well, which is nice. We have Morgan as a negate. So if he wants to destroy our stuff with Dark Magic Attack, which it looks like he doesn't, he's just not gonna normal summon Prism. So he must not have any of his dark magic spells or anything like that. Road is not great. Actually, I'd rather it be Heritage. We can Merlin out. Who at this point? I wish you could check your deck in this game. In Master Duel you can, which is actually really fucking helpful. Because then you can see your ratios. I wish a modder would add like a deck check. That would be nice. I mean, we can probably just go for game right now. Yeah, might as well just go for game. Don't be fancy. Okay, don't be fancy. Just go for game. It's looking pretty Jova right now. Alright, it's Arcana down. Fantastic. Great starts. Keith uses Pendulum Scraps. That's fine. I have enough blowout cards to win anyways, because if all of his shit gets destroyed, he can't do anything. So we could just use our King Arthurs to destroy literally all his monsters and spells and traps, which is fantastic. Lady of the Lake is not a great draw, but we have Destiny. We went first again, which is really good. We've been going first a lot, which is what this deck wants to do. We got our Noble Arm, we got our Madrot. We're looking pretty hot. So this is our 2-card combo right here. So we can just use Destiny here. Activate Madrot's effect to pop the thing. We're gonna go into Irving. Then we're gonna pop Destiny, and the Destiny will equip itself to Irving. And then Irving's gonna activate, and he's gonna summon his token. And then we're gonna go into Isolde using our Irvings. Because you can't use Irving for an Xyz summon because tokens don't count for Xyz summons. We activate Isolde, probably search another... honestly, I think I'd rather search Brothers. Yeah, I think I'd rather search Brothers than Madrot. Yeah, let's search Brothers. And then send our equips to the graveyard, which is going to be these ones. As much as I want to use Excalibur for an equip, I just can't abide using it because I might need it for a follow-up. But we can just send another one. Because unfortunately, Lady of the Lake is an Aqua, not a warrior. So we can't search her. I think if they do want us to use the Synchro Monster, they should make a new tuner for this deck. TBH. We might want to actually consider using maybe a warrior tuner in here. I know there's Infernobles, but not in this, and I don't have the British Piper patch that adds the extra 500 cards. Otherwise, we would be playing Renaud in the deck because we can just search him easily using his old. Yeah, but then we're gonna go into King Arthur. So I would like the targeting protection. I mean, we can. I don't think he runs Fiendish Chain though, so I think we can get away without running the targeting protection. We just need the destruction protection, which is just from Destiny, I believe. Let me double check Excalibur again. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. So yeah, that one can't be targeted. I think this is just can't be destroyed for once per turn. Yeah, can't destroy battle card effects. That's still fine. So we want Destiny, Galatane, and Lancelot's sword. I know we want Caliburn for the healing, and it does raise his stats, but to me the protection is more impressive. And we can do a couple of things next turn, because we can have our King Arthur pop all his spells and traps, and then we can rank him up into Sacred King Arthur, and he can pop a monster in the field. That's how I like playing the deck personally in these Duelist challenges. So yeah, you'll probably see this deck the most. You'll probably see Infernoids a lot as well. Infernoids are really fun for me. Been really playing those again in this format. Forgot to set my traps. Oopsie daisy. Well, I drew the second one, but I forgot to set the first one. We can summon Lancelot, funnily enough, with Brothers. We can also go into our Synchro, I think. Yeah, we can. We'd have to... Yeah, we can just pop the Supply Squad, I think, right now. Send normal Arthur, so we can go into Lady of the Lake. Send Excalibur, and then we can search the other Excalibur, because we're going to be able to Synchro into Lancelot, allowing us to do the shit there. This is on normal summon, right? Yeah, this card is normaled, so we have to normal summon her. I know Jet Synchron's a better tuner, and I thought about putting him in, but he isn't always the best, because if we just don't have the... Well, he can be special summoned in a couple different ways. Also, Caliburn, no. This one, yes. I might also run more Noble Arms in the deck instead of running the Searcher for it. And that's what I'm kind of thinking, like, oh, I could just literally just search. Where I don't need to search, I can literally just, like, get more equip spells, so that way, because Lancelot searches from deck, not from grave. Yep, now we can activate Lady of the Lake, summon Arthur. Wait, is this game? Oh, you have to send... you have to send a face-up Blight monster control to the grave. Okay, No, I don't think that's enough damage anyway, so let's just go into King Lancelot. Or is he even a king? Might not be a king. Yeah, it's High Lancelot. Hi, Lancelot. Are you high? He's hella high. Gonna give you Excalibur. Alright, feeling good about this. We'll set our trap. And start doing some damage. He'll have 5 cards in his hand next turn. I don't know what he has. He didn't play much, which tells me he didn't get any of his special summons or his spell and trap. To be fair, Scrap Kong is... Okay, Scrap Kong was actually a terrible draw for him, but why did he prioritize that one first? He must have drawn way worse cards if Scrap Kong was his, like, main option. Yeah, activate this immediately. Glory's terrible. Draw's actually a good card. I think we can only add Noble Arms to our hands, though, not Noble Knight Monsters. Oh, we can add a Noble Knight Monster. Probably just Madrot. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Glory, I think. Because we could just add another equip. We could just literally play like 2 more equips, because I play 2 of those in the deck. This does not matter. Actually, it does, yeah. Let's hard draw Boars, because then we get to summon... Well, who do we actually want to summon then? Okay, well, now he's got Scrap Factory. He must have hard drew it. He would have played it last turn. Yeah, so he has Cannon, and then he's got Goblin. Goblin can't die, unfortunately. And then he's got that one. He's gonna pop the Scrap Goblin. Making Scrap Factory do stuff. Not too worried. We don't have any negates, but we still have protection. Scrap Golem is here. He's gonna be able to do his stuff with that. He's gonna give me a Scrap Goblin, thanks. Trying to plug up my field. That could be trouble, but I think he has to go after Lancelot here. Yeah, he does. Because King Arthur doesn't die here. Ooh, what can I activate? Oh, the trap. Too bad I can't use Lancelot to... Oh, I can. I can just normal summon over Scrap Goblin. I might do that, because we could just pop this. Oh, wait, he can... Ooh, he can get a non-scrap monster in the grave. I have to think about this. Hang on a sec. And brothers can get over both of these guys, except for maybe Golem. But we have other cards that can get over Golem. So like, we can summon Madrot and Lancelot, I think. Yeah, let's just plug our field up. I can also just go into a Custodin here. And he can just remove... Oh, wait, we just go into a Custodin. What am I thinking? Just go into Custodin. It just bounces a card. This is why I like Noble Knights. I have options. Like, even when I'm locked into Noble Knights, I have different options. I can either destroy spells and traps, monsters, or send cards back to hand, which is really powerful. Does that mean our Excalibur's actually, there too? That's good. I think I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send one. Yeah, send Madrot, and just remove Scrap Twin Dragon. Boom, and it's gone. And just like that, he does not get to activate his Scrap effect. And just like that, the Scrap effect was null and void. Alright, well that wasn't too hard. I don't know why it took me so long to think about that. Who did we just beat? Bandit? It was Bonds. It's our next guy. Yeah, it's gonna be our next guy that we're gonna beat up. Oh yeah, we're winning these coin tosses like crazy. Well, these aren't coin tosses, but you know what I mean. Okay. Not a fan of this hand. This is actually a pretty bad hand overall. I think we can stop... Touch them from deck though. But we can stop him from doing a couple other things with this. I might as well leave my field wide open because I want to save Custodin for later. Actually, wait, no we don't. Let's summon Custodin. This seems like a waste here, but we can get We can get 2 equips onto him. Let's get Caliburn. That seems like that seems like a waste, but these are actually good equips we can give him. Which means we'll be able to excavate 2 cards from our deck when we activate this trap, and then we have a hand trap. Alright, this could be way worse. This could be way worse. And then we can activate this immediately and try to get some cards. Alright, normal Arthur, not a fan of that. And Guinevere, not crazy about that either. On the off chance Custon survives, we should probably get regular Arthur. Though I should have searched Destiny. Yeah, we have to Ash Blossom that. He could still have his stuff, but if he already has his ritual things set up, because I think he summons Armageddon. Oh, perfect. Alright, cool. The Ash Blossom is actually a good draw for us. Now we have our Noble Knight Queen, who I think can increase stats, right? None of these guys become dark. These are not Madrat or Boars. Those guys become dark when you equip them. So here, Arthur, I'll just equip your wife on you. Which actually gives him some protection, which is good. And then we can also lower Custon's attack to destroy that face down. I think I might do that. And then we can put him in defense mode next turn. That'd be kind of good. Yeah, let's destroy that face down. And it was advanced ritual ore, so that means he didn't have anything. What is activating? Oh yeah, the trap. We don't need the trap right now. Actually, we do. The trap's actually good here, so we're actually just gonna go for the quick damage, and then I'm gonna go for the Isolde play right now. Search my stuff. I think we still have 4 different names we can search. I think. Let's search. Ooh, do we want to equip Caliburn on her? I think we do. Let's equip Caliburn on her, and let's not equip that one though. And then search, maybe... He could wipe our board, so maybe Madrat's good. Alright, hopefully... We have 4 cards we can send. We should. Yep, we do. Okay, perfect. So bam, 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 bam. Easy choices, because it's only just those 4. And then we can summon out... Probably anybody. So, Boars, I think. Nah, Irving. Just do Irving. We would want to search him anyways. And since we have a different name in the field anyways, we can activate our trap. And summon probably... Ooh, Lancelot's not bad, but we can't go into a rank 4. But Lancelot can search us in Noble Arm, which actually isn't that bad. Let's just summon... Let's just summon Boars. And then go into a King Arthur. Bam. Good shit. Alright, Bonds, you're getting fucked up today. So now we're gonna equip our 3 main equips, which is gonna be Destiny, Galatane, and this one. As much as I love the targeting one, I think it's fine. There's no way he's gonna be able to run 2 cards that destroy our stuff. There's no reason not to just rank up into him. Oh, you have a graveyard effect. What was it again? Oh, this has a... Oh, you can just keep re-equipping her over and over again. That's actually really useful. Majot or Merlin? Merlin can search Gawain, which is damage. Yeah. Summon Merlin, and then go into Gawain. Or Lancelot. Lancelot actually is the best choice there. Yeah, summon Lancelot. Bam. And then we're gonna search. We're not search. We're then gonna make High King or Sacred King Arthur. We'll make the Sacred King Arthur, and then we'll pop a card. Actually, wait. It's probably gonna be a Sonic Bird. What am I worried about? I mean, it is free damage at the end of the day. Oh yeah, we definitely want to go for this, and it's gonna attack directly. Might need this for popping later though. Gotta remember to say no to those. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. Okay, so probably going to just not. Well, maybe I'll still pop that card. Yeah, I might still pop it. Yeah, let's do it. Send Irving. Or Yvonne, that's his name. Yvonne. Evione. Actually, you're dead. Yeah, no, this is a kill. Perfect. And even if his old was that vanilla attack, you'd still be dead. Perfect. Alright, that worked out. Darts, this guy's annoying, so I'm definitely going to play Noble Knights against him because we can pop all of his stuff. He's probably the most annoying out of all of these in my opinion because Dried Winds can be a very infuriating card to deal with because he'll keep gaining life sometimes. And that will allow Dried Winds to pop multiple cards in your field, which is fine because we have protection. Brothers plus nothing else does sink though, and a lot of equips. Yikes. So same strategies before, I guess. So let's just summon Brothers. And equip them with 2 equips, and then we'll be able to search. Actually, we'll be able to search 4 cards out of our deck. So that works for me. So if we do this right, we can probably search something decent out of this. So Destiny's actually protection right off the bat. So we have Gawain. That's a good card. Madrot's really solid too. I think I'd rather go for Gawain because our chances of actually drawing an equip here are not fantastic. And we already know we're going to get Madra as our first draw here. Let's see what else we get. Merlin. Probably... If I had to be 100% here, probably just Madrot. Okay. Alright, let's see what darts can do. I don't think he can do much. Alright, sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. Probably sounds a lot better than it did earlier. There's some wishes, which means Troy Wins is probably around the corner. Hopefully we'll pop all those next turn. Doesn't look like he drew any monsters. That's good for us. Let's go into Madrot. Yeah, let's go into his old, actually. I think this is a better idea because, yeah, the light normal. When face up on the field. We're still gonna get a light monster face up on the field, or a light normal face up on the field anyways, so... Yeah, let's just go for Isolde here. I'm actually gonna equip Lancelot's sword on her, so she can pop stuff. Yep, activate her effect. Not Destiny, but this one. I don't know what to call it. Artificer. I'm just gonna call it Lancelot's sword because that's what it is. And then search maybe Marauder Brothers, probably Brothers. I know Trap, you want to activate, I know. Send 4 cards. Thankfully it's an easy decision because it's the only 4 we have left. Yeah, summon you. Summon Arthur. And then summon Gawain. And then... Can we only summon main deck Noble Knights with this? Okay, it's only from deck. That's fine. Then go into King Arthur. Make the king, baby! You know the king is? Can you believe his asshole, man? It's a Fallout New Vegas reference. Alright, I think we want to equip, funnily enough, these 3 right here. And then we're gonna pop them. I know the trap really wants to activate, but we don't need to activate it right now. And then I'm just gonna pop basically all their cards. Yeah, put Arthur in the grave for in case we draw Lady of the Lake. I'm also run 1 for 1 in the deck, so she has a decent-ish chance of showing up because this is a flat 40 card deck. Even though with Noble Knights, you probably can get away with running maybe more. Since you run a few Garnets in the deck, it actually isn't too bad to run more than 40. Before we do that, let's activate Caliburn. Now, we're not going to be able to go for a game anytime soon, but... we can summon Lancelot here, actually. This is a good choice. Yeah, we can summon Lancelot. That's good. The next turn, we can actually use Brothers as Tribute Fodder if we need it. And then we can activate... Yeah. Oh, it's because it got sent there already this turn. That's fine. Then we can start doing damage. Yeah, the damage wouldn't be that much higher with Sacred King Arthur anyways. It's pretty close, though. Yeah, there was no way we were able to do a thing with that. Terraforming... He's still pretty dead. He has 4 cards, but I'd say it's not too bad for us. Man, that pizza really messed me up. I got like the froggiest throat I think I've ever frogged in my life. We can have Brothers do something, I think. We can also pop that garden real quick. It only leaves us with 1 Xyz material when we actually rank up into the Sacred King, but that's not too bad. Alright, let's Excalibur. Actually, there's really no reason to. We could just go for game right now, but whatever. Like, there's literally no reason to. We could just go for game. But, you know, it's cooler if we win with Sacred King Arthur. And you know what? Just because I'm ballsy, I'm not gonna activate his effect because I don't want to go through the fucking animations. Let's just kill him. I don't need no motherfucking swords. I don't need them. I don't need them. Alright, so Darts got fucked up. Do I even want to do... I mean, we can just do 1 row at a time. I think that could be kind of cool. Let's play something else. I mean, I could make this an all Noble Knights episode, and I might still. Let's do, what is this? Magical Musketeer. I think I've attempted to use this in the previous series, but I've gotten way better figuring out what to do with it. At least I think. I think I actually beat her with this deck, funnily enough, before as well, so that's actually going to be quite helpful. This is spell books that we're going against, by the way. Old shitty spell books, too. All the nerfed ones. Last Stand's good, because she's going to have probably some reoccurring spell cards she'll want to play every turn. Alright, so she's set up basically already. We drew nothing but monsters, so that's not that great. Starfire is our best choice here, I think. And then we can max here, I think. Starfire was not the best choice. Should have made Kitty Brave, actually. Okay, so we can go into max. And then we can summon a Starfire from her deck and a Calamity from her deck. Starfire and Calamity. Put her here. And then put Calamity, like, here. So if he decides to activate a trap, we can do stuff with that. There's Bottomless. So we have Last Stand. Yeah, let's activate on Starfire, I think. I think we just auto-win, do we? I think we just straight auto-win here. Because we can go into Utopia, right? Can we go into Utopia double? I think we just auto-win if we can. Yeah, we just auto-win, I think, because this is a... Oh, yeah, you know, you've just lost. Yep, this is an auto-win. You're gonna hear me say that a lot whenever we run a level 4 deck. Like, if our opponent just summons dog shit like this, we just auto-win. Utopia double's just gonna, like, OTK you. As much as I want to do a Link combo, let's just keep this simple, keep the game plan simple. And just go for a game when we can. So, you're gonna see a lot of Xyz decks in this playthrough, and you're definitely gonna see a lot of this happening. Because outside of Noble Knights, there's not a lot of lockouts, so I could just play shit like this a lot. So you see this card's animation is shitload, probably. Because this is how I'm just gonna win games. Yep, activate Utopia. And then activate double or nothing. Doubles attack. That is at 10k damage. Goodbye, Shizu. Alright, well that was anticlimactic, but that took like 2 seconds. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode. I think I'm gonna do these maybe one row at a time. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. We'll see. It depends on... Some of these will get pretty long. But it just kind of keeps things a little easier. It makes the organization easier for me because I might play multiple sessions throughout a day or something. So I kind of want to remember what I'm going against. So yeah, next we'll go against Joey Wheeler, and that'll be it for this episode. See you guys.